Wagwan people, and welcome back to Bushgodd TV and another installment of Cooking with yours truly, the one and only Bushgodd himself. And in today's episode, we're going to be preparing some curry rabbit along with some rundown, that is coconut juice boiled down to perfection with some fresh herbs and vegetables with some red herring. Some coconut, then pick it off, I trim it, cut it up. Now we are going to throw it in a blender, blend it up and make some coconut juice and make some rundown, you see me? After you finish blending up the coconut, now you are going to take a strainer and throw the coconut in there and just juice it out. You go get a spoon. Would I recommend you use your hand, but if you are like stush woman them out, you can use a spoon, but just use your hand and just squeeze it out and make sure so you get out all of that, the juice, the creamy juice out tight, you see me? Put it on a stove and make it boil down. Now turn up the heat pan high, just make it go and simmer until it get thick and creamy. You understand me I say? And in the meantime now, we are going to go and cut up our vegetables and season it up a little bit. So we are going to now add some garlic to it, you see me? Not much, about 1 clove will do, and cut it up, you see me? We don't have to cut it up in a fine nothing. Get some time, wash it off, of course, you see me? And then just throw it in a pot, and then we are going to add some pimento seeds to it also, you see me? And then now we are going to just make that go and simmer. As you can see, it now boil too hard because it not depend on high heat, you understand me I say? Yeah. So this is pumpkin that we're gratering right now to put in there. So you go and get your pumpkin, shred it, grater it, no matter how fine, because it will just boil off. Now this seasoning consists of onion, tomato, scallion, and that's about it, along with the pumpkin that you grater. And now I stir it in. As I can see, when it is stirring, the things start change color, it start turn one little orange color, and you see when the pumpkin cook done in that now perfectly. Oh my gosh, man. And right now, trust me people, it smells good. Man, so just go and make that simmer down, and we are going to go and prepare the red herring. Now when you are prepared the red herring, you are going to cut off the head them and put them in some boiling hot water to soak for about 20 minutes to half an hour, you understand me? Just to get off some of the salt and make it more tender, where you can pick out the bone them much more easier. Now we already soak them in the hot water, and now we are going to show you how to pick out the bone them, you understand me? First thing you really want to do is get rid of the tail, and then you start scrape off each side of it and remove the skin. The skin is not really edible. And I really say not edible, you know, it just not taste pleasant. So you are going to remove that, and then you are going to open them up, and you are going to take out the main bones then that you see sticking out, and you can basically call that the spine bone that runs all the way along the fish. So just open them up and just pick out that. Now you also have some little fine bones on each side of it. You can pick those out as well. Now after you finish removing all the bones, you're going to want to shred it to pieces. And as you can see, our coconut sauce is ready. It's thick and it's nice. So we're just going to add our red herring to our mix and just stir it in and let it simmer for about another 15 minutes. Just to let that red herring soak up some of the juices and let out some of that smoky flavor into our coconut juice mix. Yes, people, and trust me, it smells phenomenal. And as you can see, almost all the pumpkin has dissolved. Now we're going to move on to our rabbit, as you can see right here. When cutting up your rabbit, you're going to want to search for all the joints. I already washed and cleaned this in vinegar and some lime, so it's clean, so I skipped that part. But you're going to search for all the joints, and that's where you're going to want to cut from. All right, now what we're going to do also is cut the ribs. Just cut along the bone and just cut the ribs straight down. And then now what you're going to do is just cut the back in halves or in thirds. All right, so as you can see, this is my rabbit all cut up. Okay, that's the two front foot or your foot, hands, whatever. That's the bottom, and that is the ribs. All right. So we have our onion, nice and big. All right. Well, we don't need much bell pepper, but bell pepper we have some thyme, nice and fresh. Yeah. Then now some scallion or spring onions, 1 carrot, we don't need much of that, some cloves of garlic, I'm using 3. We have some potato, I'm going to use about half of this. And when you cut up all your seasoning, just smush it together, just crush it together, just make sure say everything reach the crevices of that rabbit. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So just smush it all together. Then now what you're gonna want to do is now get your curry powder, and you're not going to put as much in there. Just want to just put enough in there just to make the rabbit get the flavor. And now we're using the all-purpose seasoning, so just sprinkle a little bit of that in there and a little bit of salt. Now all of these seasoning should be used moderately because we're going to season it while we're cooking it. All right, so this now is some blended Scotch bonnet pepper, very spicy, so we're just going to add some of that and just turn it in. As you can see, the curry just curries up the rabbit and give it that nice little yellow thing, yellow color. Sorry. Now we're going to add our curry powder to our hot oil to burn it, make sure it is burned, and you're going to add a clove of garlic in there, crush it, and just make that burn. Don't worry if it is black or anything like that, that is perfectly normal. Now when it is burnt, now you're just going to throw your rabbit pieces in there and let them fry. Now when you finish adding them, make sure you stir it up and make sure so that curry gravy, that curry oil, that burnt curry gets into every piece of that rabbit. Every crevice of that rabbit should be covered with that oil. Alright, now after you finish mix it up, the only thing you have to do right now is just cover it down and just make it go and fry up and get a little bit of crisp on the meat and get a little bit of color, and that's all you have to do. Alright, now we did also pressure this rabbit, you understand me? So we don't pressure it for long, we only give it about 10 minutes of pressuring, and that was about enough because the rabbit bones are not that hard. You can make it stay a little bit longer if you want a bit more moist and juicy meat, but overall the meat was alright to that. Now add 1 cup of water to your rabbit, and then now stir that in, make sure say everything stirring, and then now we are going to do now I just cover it down and make it pressure cook for about 10 minutes. You can give it 15 minutes tops. Yeah, 15 minutes, but we choose to do it in 10. Alright, now after the 10 minutes of pressure cooking our rabbit, we cool down the pot, open it, and added our seasoning. Now we are going to make this cook down to about half an hour to 45 minutes until a thick gravy and the vegetable and the rabbit meat completely soft or fall off of the bone. You understand me? Eh? And the meat. Come on, rabbit tastes nice, brother.
Like chicken?
Yeah, man, I tell you, man.
That's
you can see people curry, run down, breadfruit, roast, proper. Yeah. For the first time trying rabbit, I'm not gonna lie, it was wonderful, especially the curry. You see me? And the recipe that they can't try it if you don't want, but I would recommend you do it with some rice, although you don't know me is a rice lover, or if you never know, you know now. So people, big up on yourself, and remember, if you don't subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next episode. And also, if you have any comments or anything you would like suggest, put in the comment section below, and I promise I'll get back to you. Also, you can follow me on Instagram at Bushgodd, that is spelled with 2 D's. You see me? So big up on yourself. Soon until next video.